I am very happy for my view from my doorstep today. It's a fine, beautiful morning in a sunny southern city, and I am very content in many ways. But as I look out from my doorstep, I see predators really everywhere. They are looking for prey, they are looking for those they can devour. And what is it that is their goal? How do they want to consume their prey? And I go back to the moment in the garden where humanity decided that it wanted to understand the difference between good and evil. And that was a powerful allure. And it created a sequence of events, a chain of events that are with us today in full force. And the thing that has happened is that, in my mind, we have fallen prey to our own devices and desires to know. And in that knowing, we have inadvertently triggered a kind of thinking that is ultimately disastrous for humankind. And what I mean is that we no longer think in the context of sympathies and cooperation, which is the essential nature of the divine hierarchy. It's a cooperative arrangement. The divine loves that sympathetic response and cooperation. But we find in our day and our time a whole nother thing, which is the opposite, which is the analytical mind. And that's what I want to talk about this morning, is the consequences of the analytical mind and where we find ourselves. As I look out across the internet and look at what's going on in the world and what I'm hearing and seeing, the constant stream of analysis that has no mercy. That's the subject of today, the no mercy of the analytical mind, the no mercy of the algorithm. My gosh. So we have to learn to, shift our gaze away from the analytics that, are everywhere in our world and refocus our concentrations and contemplations and powers of meditation on developing sympathy and cooperation. The analytical view of life is one that is ultimately fruitless. And that exists exactly in time and space. Time and space is where we do the analysis. It's the material world that begs to be analyzed. And so we do. We push forward and we do this. And we seek the edges of time and space, and we seek to plumb the depths of creation and matter. We explode it and we break it apart and sift through it in all manner of analytical contortions to try and find the limits of the material world, to find out what it's made of, to analyze it, to be scientific. And really, where has it gotten us? We have left behind the skills and the necessities of cooperation and sympathy. Man, it's just a sad thing. And the analytical mind is relentless. So I would say to you, and I say to myself, to end the analytical quest to find out why, and to understand that knowing, in this case, is not necessarily something to be cherished or held dear. What is to be held dear is sympathy and cooperation, so that we can form bonds with one another that unify us. The analytical mind divides us. And it's a testament to how long will it last. It's going to last till the end of time, until the material world is no longer the world we inhabit. The divine hierarchy has a plan, And that plan, in my mind and the way I understand it, is the end of materiality as we know it. Time and space are going to go away. Why is it going to go away? Because the analytical mind cannot take us beyond time and space. The only thing that takes us beyond time and space is sympathy and compassion as it exists in the context of the divine hierarchy. That is eternal. And that's where we find our rest. Amen.